Okay, good. And you want to do anything here? Or?
Quer fazer alguma coisa aqui?
All right, good. All right, folks. So I wanted to bring like a PowerPoint presentation for you today, folks. A fascinating PowerPoint presentation. So the presentation is basically about Beakman soil, and a lot of people want to know how the hell did this hairy fool get on TV?
Como que esse cara cabeludo parou na televisão, né?
Well, it's an interesting question because a lot of children's television at the time when we made the show was kind of like this, you know? It's a great show and it's good for learning about power and rangering.
Todo mundo queria ver esse tipo de programa, que é legal para você aprender sobre poder e luta.
But our show was actually made possible by the Congress of the United States of America.
O mundo de Beakman só foi possível por causa do Congresso.
There's the Congress right there. That's my mother over there.
Aquela é a mãe dele.
Okay, so the Congress passed a law that said that local television stations had to have educational programming if they wanted their licenses renewed.
Eles inventaram uma lei que os canais deviam ter programação infantil se eles quisessem continuar com a licença para ir pro ar.
So the television network said, hey, we already have educational programming for kids.
Aí ele falou, não, a gente já tem programa educacional para criança.
They said, the Flintstones teach kids about the past.
Ah, os Flintstones ensinam sobre o passado.
The Jetsons teach kids about the future.
E os Jetsons ensinam sobre o futuro.
And the Smurfs teach kids how to be blue.
Os Smurfs ensinam você a como ser azul.
All right, so someone got the idea to make the show based on this column called You Can with Beakman and Jax. And this was in newspapers all over the United States, this column. And there's another one of them right there. So kids would write in to Jock Church. He's the creator.
Ele é o criador.
There he is, Jock Church. And he created Beakman, this guy.
Ele que criou o Beakman.
So in the newspaper, kids would write in and he would answer their questions in the newspaper.
Eles iam fazer perguntas no jornal e ele ia lá e respondia as perguntas do jornal.
So that's how the show got started on television. Now, how did I get into it? Well, they looked in Hollywood for someone to play the part of Beakman.
Eles procuraram em Hollywood alguém para ser o Beakman.
And all they could find were sort of typical sitcom dads.
E o que eles achavam eram pessoas típicas que eram pais na televisão.
Like that guy.
Como esse cara aqui.
For that guy? How many people did he kill? All right.
Quantas pessoas ele matou, gente?
How many people did this guy kill? Anyway, so they wanted someone weird, and boy, they found him right there.
Eles queriam alguém esquisito e acharam.
That's me. Yeah, I knew the director of the show from the old days in New York, and they flew me out. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Okay, now I want to show you a couple of pictures of me as a child. All right, there I am as a kid. No, that's not it. Here we go. There I am, and I'm on a tractor. Okay, all right. So there I am, and look at that mouth right there.
Olha a boca aqui.
Wow, what do you think? All right, never mind. Now. Then I went to college, people, and here's me in college.
Ele na faculdade.
Here's another picture of me in college, right there. I'm digging someone's grave. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right. I went to hippie college, man. I'm telling you, it was wild.
Foi selvagem a minha época na faculdade.
There were no rules, no requirements, nothing.
Sem nada.
It was great, and look how I turned out.
E olha o que aconteceu comigo.
All right. So, what I've been doing for all these years is puppet shows.
O que ele vem fazendo são shows mesmo de televisão.
And here's another puppet show right there. You see, it's Elvis Presley,
Elvis Presley.
and my legs have pants painted like the bottom. You see that? All right, and that's in Grand Central Station, that show, actually. Hand puppets, one of the things I do. This is a gay Punch and Judy show called Punch and Jimmy, right
Ele
there.
trabalha também com fantoches, vocês não sabem.
And he's hanging the hangman. I also do shadow puppets. You know what shadow puppets are. And this is based on a Turkish tradition called Karagoz. And man, look at my face. Let's see the close-up. Oh my God. That is frightening. All right, here's a little sequence from the show right there. And this is part of the show too, right there. Practice nonviolence or I'll kill you. Then also I did toy theater, and this is giant toy theater. It's like a little stage, a little proscenium, and you do a little show on the stage, right?
Palco pequenininho que você faz as marionetes atrás.
And we made a toy theater version of Dante's Inferno.
A gente fez uma versão sobre o Inferno de Dante.
And I played two parts. I played God and the devil.
Ele fez dois papéis, Deus e o Diabo.
Typecasting. All right, there it was the yeah, that's... And my ass was in the movie.
A bunda dele estava no filme.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you any more about that.
Ele vai falar mais nada sobre isso.
Let's talk about the audition. So, the studio flew me out to LA, and I did an audition. I put on a lab coat.
O estúdio pegou ele levou ele para Los Angeles.
And I had a bunch of beakers of water.
E tinham vários beckers com água.
And I'm improvising, blah blah blah.
Eu tava improvisando, blá blá blá.
And I knocked one of them over.
E aí ele derrubou um desses beckers.
I spilled water all over the place. So what I did was, I just splashed around and improvised, and I put a little on like cologne, like that.
Ele fez isso com a água que estava nos beckers, estava improvisando.
And that tricked them into hiring me.
E tudo isso que aconteceu acabou resultando nele ter sido contratado.
So then we made the pilot. You guys know what a pilot is, right?
Ele fez um piloto.
Right. It's like a pilot. And here I am in the pilot, and you can see I was wearing a white lab coat. That was back when Beakman had a white lab coat. And we did some of the pilot on this stupid set.
O piloto foi nesse set aí atrás e ele usava um avental branco.
Now, one of the great things about being Beakman,
A melhor coisa de ter sido Beakman
is I got my own parking space.
vaga de estacionamento dele.
Look how proud I am. Clapping for that? All right, good. Now let's talk about the first episode. The first episode we did about Isaac Newton.
Fizemos sobre Isaac Newton.
No, it was Galileo.
Não, Galileu.
And there's Galileo on the phone.
Galileu.
Yeah. Okay, that's not funny. Okay, now let's talk about the cast. All right, the cast. Now, many of you, of course, know Josie.
Josie.
There's Josie right there. Now, I want to show you a picture of Alana Ubach. Josie, Alana Ubach. I'm going to show you a picture of her today.
Essa é ela hoje.
Can you see in the back?
Vocês conseguem ver atrás?
All right. Now, you remember Eliza too, Eliza Schneider. And here's a picture of her today, right there. And the characters from South Park. She did a lot of voices on South Park.
Ela fez voz do South Park.
And then, of course, Senta Moses, who played Phoebe. And here's Phoebe today, right there. And then, of course, you're familiar with Beakman, right there. And here's a picture of me today, right there. That's disgusting. All right, now let's talk about Lester the Rat. Mark Ritz, right there. Now, Mark, just like me, is a puppeteer.
Mark, o Lester, era como ele, mestre de marionetes. Obrigado.
Yeah, he wasn't an actor.
Ele não era ator.
And that's his family. It's his mom and dad.
A mãe e o pai dele.
And they had puppet shows, and that's what they did. There's Mark right there.
Eles tinham marionetes.
So he was actually hired to do a rat puppet on the show.
E ele foi contratado para ser uma marionete de rato pro show.
But the director said, why have a guy with a puppet? The puppet can't do anything except talk. Let's put the guy in a rat suit.
Por que ter só uma marionete? Vamos ter um cara vestido de rato, velho.
So Mark shows up thinking he's going to do a puppet.
Aí ele apareceu lá no set pensando que ele ia ser a marionete.
And we told him, no, actually, you're going to be in a rat suit.
Na verdade, você vestiu uma roupa de rato.
So before he was hired and brought on the show,
Antes dele ser contratado,
they designed the rat suit, and I tried it on.
ele experimentou uma roupa de rato, né?
And we got the idea of putting a piece of cheese rolled up in the sleeve of the t-shirt.
A ideia de colocar o queijo ali na manga da camisa,
Right, like bad boys with cigarettes, you know?
como os bad boys fazem com cigarro.
And when I tried it on, this is the first time someone tried it on,
A primeira vez que alguém vestiu essa fantasia foi ele.
they were going to make sleeves.
Eles iam fazer mangas.
But it was much cooler to just have, you know, a crappy t-shirt.
É mais legal ter uma camiseta qualquer por baixo disso.
And he had tattoos,
E ele tinha tatuagem,
which changed every show.
que mudava a cada show. Nossa senhora.
Okay, so this is not
Mas não, não.
You know, I don't think Mark imagined when he went to Harvard University
Acho que ele não imaginava quando ele foi para Harvard
that he would be a guy in a rat suit
que
on
ele ia ser
television.
cara vestido de rato na televisão.
All right, here, we did characters together. This is the Montgolfier brothers, right? The balloon guys, the hot air balloons.
Os caras do balão de ar quente,
And we did a lot of characters together.
muitos personagens juntos.
Here's a picture of Mark with his family. One of the sons is missing, but that's Gabriella, the kid.
Ele tem mais um filho que não está nessa foto, mas é a família dele.
And here's a picture of Mark and Teresa, his wife, after a long night of intellectual discussion.
A esposa dele depois de uma discussão intelectual.
Now, I know most of you know that Mark died in December of 2009,
Mark morreu em dezembro de 2009,
and he died of cancer.
ele tinha câncer,
And I was very lucky to be able to help take care of him
e ele teve muita sorte de ajudar a cuidar do Mark
in the last few months of his life.
nos últimos meses da vida dele.
And he said to me a couple of things when he was dying.
E ele disse algumas coisas antes de morrer.
One, he said, cancer sucks.
Uma coisa é câncer é uma droga.
And then when he was very sick,
E aí quando ele estava muito doente,
he said, oh, life is beautiful.
a vida é linda.
So, Mark Lewis, I want to say, Mark and I were really good friends.
Eles eram ótimos amigos.
I really love this guy. He was a wonderful guy. He was smart and warm and loving and incredibly well read. He was just an amazing human being. And I just want to say that's not Hollywood bullshit. It's really how I feel. I still miss him very much to this day.
Isso não é conversa fiada, é que ele realmente achava. O Mark era um cara incrível.
So of course any show like that involves a team. No, not that team. There we go. There's the team. Now that's a cast picture right there. And you see this freak right here with the red hair? He's the director. What are you doing? Yeah, a freak. You guys are a freak, man.
Esse ruivo ali, ele era o diretor do programa. Esse é o time que fazia o outro.
Makes me look like a Boy Scout, this guy. And you're going to see him later in the video with his head in the toilet.
Vocês vão ver um vídeo dele com a cabeça na privada.
Now, one of the other things we did on the show, you maybe remember, have little paintings.
Eles faziam panquecas no show.
Now, I hold it up to my face. They have little paintings, and they're really cool. They're made by Wayne White. And some of them could operate like puppets, like that.
Alguns puppets, algumas marionetes eram operáveis.
And that was a great invention that Jay did.
Foi a invenção que ele fez.
Here's merchandise. Here's merchandise. Is it your collection? Yeah, it's this guy's collection right here. And here's a prototype for a toy. And there's the side view. Damn, that looks just like me.
Parece com ele, né?
All right, so I want to show you a blooper reel now. You know what that is, right? A blooper
Ele vai
reel?
mostrar um vídeo de erros de gravação.
Yeah, it's mistakes we made on the set. So I'm going to show it to you. At the end of it, you're going to see the set actually being built
E no final vocês vão ver o cenário sendo construído.
in time-lapse photography.
Em time-lapse, em velocidade aumentada. Porque
So that'd be the end of the tape. Okay, here we go. The blooper reel. Right there. Many brain surgeries are performed while the patient is wide awake. I'm Beakman, and you just removed my wig! I have the right to quality Moroccans.
Andrew Jennison of Overland Park, Kansas, alright? Dirty. You, how can you see through oil and you can see through vinegar, but...
Is English your first language?
But what if it gets all squishy and filled with pus and...
So, Beakman, are you going to remember the building blocks of health?
Yes, doctor. Nutrition.
Otherwise known as... I belched. I just farted too.
And
The inclined plane.
Get your mojo working, it's time!
Coming up next, my personal Big Bada Bang Theory. Yes, I am.
you are so naive. They get their water. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Coca. Now, let's put on my patented Beakman clothes. You can't see up my tracksuit. Yeah.
Eu sou Beakman e vocês acabam de entrar no mundo de Beakman.
Coming up next, Beakman scans the globe to split up.
Put a tablespoon of the gluey gunk into your... Hey, look, it's stuck! Put a tablespoon of... Hey, you know what? Take the top off, it's easier. Put a tablespoon of your gunk into his jaw. Oh, a jaw, you knucklehead! And his man's jaw. Not that unusual. You tell me that, I'll do it. But if you want me to guess, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Beak, my main man. I know you got something to play the blues, but watching this electrifying demo is more suffering than one right away.
I'm just enjoying watching. I forgot I'm in the show. But just because X marks the spot on a map doesn't mean it'll be easy. I hallucinated. What?
Hey, big boy, I'm the queen, okay?
Oh, sorry, your royal